Most waves of LEGO Ninjago sets have a specific theme to it. Prime Empire is all about video games, Seabound was water themed, and Possession was about ghosts. But one wave didn't really follow this trend. This wave is so varied with multiple location sets, mechs, and everything else that you would expect on a Ninjago wave. And no matter what you think about the movie, you can't say that this wave sucks because there is something for literally everyone. I mean that literally because there are 19 Ninjago movie sets. No other Ninjago wave has had this many sets, and only up until recently with Dragon's Rising Season 2, no other wave had anywhere near 19 sets. But with this sheer amount of sets, there have got to be a few duds, but there also has to be a few special sets as well, and today we will be ranking every single one of them. In 19th, we have the Manta Ray Bomber, and there is not much to say about it. The color scheme is very bland, and the build just looks lazy, and the minifigures are interesting. And not too far ahead of it, in 18th place, we have the Flying Jelly Sub. Just like the last set, the color scheme is bland, and the minifigures are uninteresting, but I don't actually mind the build of the Flying Jelly Sub, and also comes with a decent little boat side build. In 17th, we continue with the villain-centered sets, and this one we easily have the worst build. I mean, what the hell is that? The chair thing is also kind of cool, but easily forgettable. But the one saving grace for this set are the minifigures. It comes with Kai and his hairpiece, which isn't the easiest thing to collect, and is also the cheapest way by a mile to get the Lady Iron Dragon minifigure, who is very cool. And speaking of cool minifigures, the Ninjago City Chase set includes two of them, Casual Lloyd and Casual Nia. Apart from those two, the set is far from great though. The mini cop car is cool, and the set also has a pretty good side build for another set that is just a little bit higher on this list. In 15th, we have Spinjitzu Training, which was a $10 set that included two ninja, Kai and Zane, and some training equipment. Obviously, this isn't the best set, but again, for like $10, you get two of the main characters. Now we are lucky to even get a second minifigure in the $10 set. And in 14, I have decided on the Gamma Mecha Man, which was a pretty cool mech in the movie. But the actual set just looks ugly, at least to me. Like, I honestly think my mock of Colin's Golem form is better than this, and that is certainly saying something. The only thing saving this set is that the mech was one of the most iconic builds from the movie, and the minifigure selection is decent because you get two of the main characters, Lloyd and Garmadon. And in 13th, we have another ugly set, Zane's Ice Tank. I mean, it is literally just a small cockpit with a huge triangle on top of it. I just don't like this set at all, and the minifigures are pretty boring as well. In 12th is another ninja vehicle, being Nia's Water Strider. The build is interesting, but I don't really like it, but I can't say that I hate it either. It is certainly very different and unique, so I will give it that. And of course, getting a Kai and Nia minifigure is pretty good as well. And speaking of Kai, his mech takes up the 11th spot on this list. Now again, I don't really know how to feel about this set. There is a little bit too much red in my opinion, and it also doesn't really feel like a Kai vehicle. And yet another ninja vehicle in 10th place, Jay's Jet. And out of every Jay Jet set we have ever gotten, this is probably my second favorite one behind his legacy one. So I actually like this set for the most part, apart from the grey spikes, because it just looks like a porcupine. But going back to the Jet, this cockpit is pretty decent, and I don't know what it really is, but the thing in the middle also looks nice. And finally, the minifigures in this set are class. We get Jay and his parents, Ed and Edna, for the very first time. It is a bit of a shame they aren't in their show attire, but it is still very cool to finally get them in minifigure form. And in 9th place, it isn't another ninja vehicle, but it is instead Garmadon's Volcano Lair. Now, as a kid, I am pretty sure I wanted this set, and I can see why I liked it. I mean, it just looks like a very cool set on paper, but after looking at it for just a little bit, it kind of gives me second thoughts. Firstly, why is there a fish tank in the middle, and the computers are lame, and I guess the small crane is cool, but that is no reason for me to place it any higher than in the middle of this list. Okay, get ready to be shocked, because in 8th, I've put a lot of people's favorite Ninjago set of all time, Ninjago City. Now, don't get me wrong, I like this set. I would not be upset if I had it in my collection. It is still a very good looking set. I especially like the bridge and the pathway in the middle, and all of the rooms and shops are jam-packed with detail. But for like the $500 that it costs in 2017 in my country, Australia, it feels kind of small. And the minifigure selection isn't great either. You get Casual Kai and Lloyd, and also Jay in his ninja suit. And the only other character that isn't a generic bad guy or civilian is the comic book guy. Alright, hopefully I'm done with making you mad now. But anyway, in 7th, I've put the Temple of the Ultimate Weapon, which, fun fact, is the only Ninjago movie set I own. And I think that is because I only got it for the minifigures. I mean, you get all of the ninja with their hair pieces and also Garmadon. But other than that, it is a bland set. It is just a tall grey building, and the inside of the set is very skinny, and you can barely fit any minifigures inside of it. This was probably my favourite set back when I was 9, because it had all of the ninjas in it, and it was the biggest set I have ever gotten. But if I could go back, I would have gotten a couple smaller Ninjago movie sets instead of getting this big one. Okay, so in 6th, I have decided on the Garmadon set. So this is a giant shark vehicle and easily the best out of the villain vehicles in this wave. But that isn't really an achievement. Anyway, the build is very impressive and the hot dog stand is a nice inclusion as well. And the minifigures are decent. Lloyd, Garmadon and the hot dog suit guy obviously stand out. And 5th place means we're now in the best sets in the wave. And we are starting with Master Falls. First off, I love the name of this set. And secondly, this set looks so damn good. It obviously isn't the craziest thing in the world, it's just a bridge after all, but what a bridge it is. It really captures the jungle aesthetic, and the scene it is depicting was one of my favourite from the movie. And finally, the minifigures are spot on. Garmadon, Wu and Kai, they are all really important minifigures. 4th place is the Green Ninja Mech Dragon. The dragon is the most iconic of the ninja vehicles from the movie, and the stand green is an odd choice for lead, but I can't say I don't love it. The dragon looks great. I don't really know what else to say about it though. The minifigures are really good in this set as well, and you also get the ultimate weapon. And 3rd place means we're now in the very best of the best sets, and it is none other than one of the very best vehicle sets ever made, Cole's Quake Mech. This thing is so cool. The speakers on the side are really nice. The arms are also really big and look good as well. The cockpit for Cole is the perfect size, and obviously the wheel that holds the whole thing is really sick. I just love it so much. However, the minifigures are kind of mid. You do get Cole and Lady Iron Dragon, and I guess the news reporter is an odd but welcome inclusion, but my problem is the lack of minifigures. I mean, only 5 minifigures in a $100 set, that is crazy low, but I guess it is better than another Cole mech set. So the runner-up for the best Ninjago movie set is the Ninjago City Docks. I just think this is a beautiful set. The buildings look great and I love the water aesthetic at the bottom. Also, the way they built the docks looks very good. The minifigures in this set, however, aren't that much better than the Ninjago City set. You do get Lloyd and Garmadon, but you do also get Little Nelson and Dareth. Also, this set is a hell of a lot cheaper than the other Ninjago City set. But in 1st place, I have the Destiny's Bounty. I mean, there is a reason that this is the only set from the movie that also showed up in the show. It is without a doubt my favourite bounty. The colour scheme is spot on, and on the deck there's plenty of room to pose all of the ninja, who, by the way, all come in this set along with Master Wu. The cockpit, or whatever you want to call it, is also very spacious and it looks wonderful. I also really like the look of the straw top, and underneath the deck there is an interior which includes a bed for Wu, and I love how they built the bed, by the way, and they also stacked it with Easter eggs like the Vermilion armor, Jay's arrow blade, the Anacondra's hat thing, and also Master Wu's letter to Misako. And you know what? This isn't only my favorite Ninjago movie set, but it is probably my favorite Ninjago set, full stop. But hey, that is just my opinion. Let me know what rankings you disagree with, unless it is the Ninjago City set, because I already know that is an unpopular opinion. In fact, let me know if you even somewhat agree with my take on that. And also check out my review of the Lego Ninjago movie right here. See you later, be ninja.